New research led by scientists at the University of Washington indicates that a common mosquito species, after detecting a telltale gas that we exhale, flies toward specific colors, including red, orange, black, and cyan. The mosquitoes ignore other colors such as green, purple, blue, and white. The researchers believe these findings help explain how mosquitoes find hosts, since human skin, regardless of overall pigmentation, emits a strong red-orange signal to their eyes. The researcher says that mosquitoes appear to use odors to help them distinguish what is nearby, like a host to bite. When they smell specific compounds like CO2 from our breath, that scent stimulates the eyes to scan for specific colors and other visual patterns which are associated with a potential host and head to them. The results published in the journal Nature Communications reveal how the mosquito's sense of smell, known as olfaction, influences how the mosquito responds to visual cues. Knowing which colors attract hungry mosquitoes and which ones do not can help design better repellents, traps, and other methods to keep mosquitoes at bay. The researcher says that there are three major cues that attract mosquitoes: your breath, your sweat, and the temperature of your skin. In this study, they found a fourth cue, the color red, which can not only be found on your clothes but is also found in everyone's skin. The shade of your skin doesn't matter. We are all giving off a strong red signature. Filtering out those attractive colors in our skin or wearing clothes that avoid those colors could be another way to prevent a mosquito biting. In their experiments, the team tracked behavior of female yellow fever mosquitoes, Aedes aegypti, when presented with different types of visual and scent cues. Like all mosquito species, only females drink blood, and bites from Aedes aegypti can transmit dengue, yellow fever, chikungunya, and Zika. The researchers tracked individual mosquitoes in miniature test chambers into which they sprayed specific odors and presented different types of visual patterns such as a colored dot or a tasty human hand. Without any odor stimulus, mosquitoes largely ignored a dot at the bottom of the chamber, regardless of color. After a spritz of CO2 into the chamber, mosquitoes continued to ignore the dot if it was green, blue, or purple in color. But if the dot was red, orange, black, or cyan, mosquitoes would fly toward it. Humans can't smell CO2, which is the gas we and other animals exhale with each breath. Mosquitoes can. Past research by the researchers showed that smelling CO2 boosts female mosquitoes' activity level, that is searching the space around them presumably for a host. The colored dot experiments revealed that after smelling CO2, these mosquitoes' eyes prefer certain wavelengths in the visual spectrum. It's similar to what might happen when humans smell something good. Most humans have true color vision, that is, we see different wavelengths of light as distinct colors. 650 nanometers shows up as red, while 450 nanometer wavelengths look blue, for example. The researchers do not know whether mosquitoes perceive colors the same way that our eyes do, but most of the colors the mosquitoes prefer after smelling CO2, orange, red, and black, correspond to longer wavelengths of light. Human skin, regardless of pigmentation, also gives off a long wavelength signal in the red-orange range. When the team repeated the chamber experiments with human skin tone pigmentation cards or a researcher's bare hand, mosquitoes again flew toward the visual stimulus only after CO2 was sprayed into the chamber. If the researchers used filters to remove long wavelength signals or had the researcher wear a green colored glove, then CO2 primed mosquitoes no longer flew toward the stimulus. Genes determine the preference of these females for red-orange colors. Mosquitoes with a mutant copy of a gene needed to smell CO2 no longer showed a color preference in the test chamber. Another strain of mutant mosquitoes with a change related to vision, so they could no longer see long wavelengths of light, were more colorblind in the presence of CO2. More research is needed to determine how other visual and odor cues such as skin secretions help mosquitoes target potential hosts at close range. Other mosquito species may also have different color preferences based on their preferred host species. But these new findings add a new layer to mosquito control, that is color.